Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Highness the Emir of State of Kuwait is to visit the Sultanate of Oman after tomorrow to discuss various matters of common interest and to attend the opening ceremony of Duqm Refinery and Petrochemicals project. Construction work begins for the first phase of the Sultan Haytham city on an area of 6 million square meters. With an investment value exceeding 23 million Omani riyals, the opening of 3 factories in the free zone of Salalah is celebrated. And the foreign minister confirms that the Sultanate of Oman is following with great concern the continued escalation in the region as a result of the Israeli war on Gaza Strip and believes the American attacks in Syria and Iraq complicate efforts to reach solutions. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China, on the occasion of the Chinese New Year. By the will of Almighty Allah, His Highness Sheikh Mish'al al-Ahmad al-Jaber al-Sabah, the Emir of the State of Kuwait, will undertake an official visit to the Sultanate of Oman the day after tomorrow, Tuesday. This was announced in a statement issued by the Diwan of Royal Court today, which reads as follows. As an embodiment of the strong and solid ties between the Sultanate of Oman and the State of Kuwait, and as a reaffirmation of cooperation between them in various fields and at all levels, His Highness Sheikh Mish'al al-Ahmad al-Jaber al-Sabah, the Emir of the State of Kuwait, will, with the grace of Allah and His guidance, visit the Sultanate of Oman for 2 days, starting from Tuesday, the 6th of February 2024. During this visit, discussions will take place on several areas and aspects of mutual interest, contributing to the realization of the aspirations and hopes of both countries for a more prosperous and flourishing future. The visit will also include a visit by His Highness, accompanied by His Majesty Sultan Haytham, to the inauguration of the Duqm Refinery and Petrochemical Industries on Wednesday, the 7th of February 2024. The opening ceremony marks a crowning achievement in relations, especially those related to fruitful economic cooperation between the two countries. May Allah the Almighty guide His Majesty the Sultan and His Highness the Emir of the State of Kuwait in all that is good for both nations and their people and for the Arab and Islamic nations. The Omani-Kuwaiti relations reflect the deep-rooted brotherly ties between the two sisterly nations. The foreign policy of both countries constitutes a fundamental pillar of peace in the region.
The scale of prevailing wisdom, the voice of reason and realistic thinking is the most suitable description for the Omani-Kuwaiti diplomatic approach in dealing with various issues in the region and the world. The voices incline towards dialogue as a solution to all disputes, and they emphasize the power of kind words in paving the way for expanding areas of understanding among nations. For all of this, the world looks at them as impartial mediators who, with their sincere intentions, have managed to resolve many disputes and calm numerous issues. A strong bond and genuine love unite the people of the two brotherly countries at all times. When His Highness Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmad al-Jaber al-Sabah, the former Emir of Kuwait, came to offer condolences on the passing of Oman's revered leader, Omanis remember his words well. Those words which served as a sincere soothing their wounds while he extended his hands to the leader of Oman in its renewed development. He reiterated that the departed has not truly left and that you are between the protective arms of this land. As affection is met with reciprocated affection, the first official foreign visit of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq outside the homeland was to Kuwait, expressing condolences to the brotherly Kuwait. As Kuwait holds a significant place in the hearts of Omanis, here comes the gracious and noble invitation to His Highness Sheikh Mish'al Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Al-Sabah, the Emir of Kuwait. It heralds good beginnings and the continuation of the journey. We share in our brothers' joy and celebration as we join them in the opening of the Duqm refinery project, a colossal undertaking that we take pride in partnering with our brothers, making the Duqm region a nurturing hub for it. Kuwait is considered the first in the Gulf and the Arab world in terms of the volume of investments in the Duqm economic zone through the Duqm refinery, petrochemical complex and the oil storage area in Ras Al Markaz. Kuwait's investments extend beyond these, with a diverse range of investments with a number of joint companies between the Omani and Kuwaiti sides reaching approximately. The Omani-Kuwaiti Joint Committee works on strengthening economic cooperation, and the Omani-Kuwait Friendship Association works on solidifying relationships, crowning the long history of positive closeness between the two brotherly nations. The meeting of the two leadership brings goodness and prosperity to the people of both countries and promises a better present and future.
The Duqm Refinery and Petrochemicals project in the Special Economic Zone of Duqm embodies the close cooperation relations between the Sultanate of Oman and the State of Kuwait, as it was the result of the partnership between OQ Group and Kuwait Petroleum International Company, marking one of the largest partnerships in the petroleum industry. At the regional level, the refining capacity of the Duqm refinery is estimated at about 230,000 barrels per day, bringing the total refining capacity of the Sultanate of Oman to more than 500,000 barrels per day. The refinery launched its soft opening 10 months ago, during which it exported 70 shipments to international markets. The products of Duqm refinery include diesel, jet fuel, naphtha, liquefied petroleum gas, sulfur, and petroleum coke. The investment value of the project amounted to $9 billion and it's expected to play a vital role in the region due to its strategic location. Construction work has commenced for the first phase of the Sultan Haytham city on an area of 6 million square meters. Strabag Oman will be responsible for executing the activities of the first phase, aiming to prepare the infrastructure for roads, develop the valley course, and enhance the area surrounding the Central Park. The initial construction phase of the city is covering an area of 6 million square meters. The first phase will accommodate over 39,000 people, comprising 7,000 residential units. Essential facilities including the Central Park, the National Center for Women and Children's Health, the Referral Hospital, the Advanced Technology College, school complexes, a youth center, a cultural center, and other amenities. A dream city with aspirations for everyone living on Omani soil. The project is engineered according to global standards and is expected to be a city that surpasses expectations, with the directives of His Majesty the Sultan swiftly implemented in the construction processes. With a total investment value exceeding 23 million Omani riyals, a ceremony was held at Salalah Free Zone to mark the opening of 3 new factories in the fields of food, mining, plastics, and textile. The projects will cover local market needs and strengthen Omani exports. The projects will monthly produce over 30,000 tons of goods and will be exported to international markets through various ports of the Sultanate of Oman. The factories will contribute to supporting the national economy by providing job opportunities for Omani job seekers. Amid projects that were opened in Salalah Free Zone was a Namariq mining project, which was established through joint Omani and Iraqi investments. It will produce quicklime that is known as calcium oxide and is used in the glass construction materials industry. In the food security field, the ceremony was held for the opening of an integrated food factory. The factory is established through joint Omani and Yemeni investments. The opening ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Mahad bin Saeed Ba'wain, Minister of Labor. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, Foreign Minister, confirmed that the Sultanate of Oman follows with great concern the continued escalation in the region as a result of the unjust Israeli war on Gaza Strip and the death of tens of thousands of innocent civilians, including children, youth, and women. His Excellency said in a statement to the Oman News Agency that the vision of the Sultanate of Oman is that the only solution to the conflict lies in addressing its causes and motives, starting with the recognition of the independent Palestinian state and the withdrawal of the Israeli occupation forces from all occupied Palestinian territories. His Excellency clarified that the Sultanate of Oman does not see the gain of the retaliatory military attacks launched by the United States on sites in both Iraq and Syria, and that launching such military attacks on sites in the region would threaten its safety and stability and would complicate the efforts made to find solutions for the challenges facing the region, including issues of violence and extremism. Consolidating authentic Omani principles and values and confronting foreign ideas in order to protect families and communities were the most prominent objectives of the Family and Value Building Symposium, Opportunities and Challenges, which began its work at the Oman Convention and Exhibition Center with wide local and international participation. The symposium, through 11 sessions presented by scholars, academics, and specialists in family and community affairs from inside and outside the Sultanate of Oman, will focus on the centrality of the family in the Islamic perspective and the role of terminology and in shaping ideological awareness among family members. The symposium was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Minister of Information. Vice Admiral Abdullah bin Khamis Al-Raisi, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, received today Rear Admiral Nicolas Vogel, Chief of Staff of the Navy of the Republic of France, and his accompanying delegation, who is currently visiting the Sultanate of Oman. During the meeting, areas of cooperation were reviewed and views were exchanged on a number of matters of common interest. Major General Hamad bin Ahmed Sakroon, head of the Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies, received in his office at Beit al-Falaj camp Admiral Nicolas Vogel, Chief of Staff of the Navy of the Republic of France, and the accompanying delegation. The two sides exchanged discussions on several military topics of mutual interest. Admiral Nicolas Vogel, Chief of Staff of French Navy, and his accompanying delegation visited the National Defense College at the Academy of Strategic and Defense Studies. Rear Admiral Ali bin Abdullah Shidi, the commander of the National Defense College, received the visiting delegation, where the meeting discussed several topics of mutual interest, especially in the academic and training aspects. On his part, the Chief of Naval Staff of France delivered a lecture during which he addressed the essential roles and tasks undertaken by the French naval forces, as well as the rapid evolution in modern technologies, especially in the field of artificial intelligence, along with several related topics. Admiral of the First Rank Nicolas Vogel, Chief of Naval Staff of the Republic of France, and his accompanying delegation visited the Maritime Security Center, The guest listened to a briefing about the roles of the Maritime Security Center and its efforts in maintaining the security and safety of the environment and navigation in the Omani maritime region. He also toured the facilities of the center and was briefed on the modern technologies and systems it is equipped with. Sultan Qaboos University, in cooperation with the National Records and Archives Authority, launched the International Forum for Records and Archives Management. The 3 days forum comes to equip national cadres working in this field with the latest global systems, technologies and standards. The opening of the forum was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Dr. Fahd bin Al-Julanda Al Saeed, Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University. As part of its continuous efforts to employ national workforce, Royal Oman Police received a new batch of recruits in the Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences after they successfully passed the police force entry tests. The recruits will undergo a number of educational programs, military training, legal studies and physical exercises that will enable them to perform their national duties. The new recruits expressed their joy for being admitted into the academy to complete their training and join the police force afterwards. The Kadi Film Festival was concluded yesterday at the Oman Across Ages Museum. The closing ceremony was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Dr. Kamil bin Fahd Al Saeed, Secretary General in the Secretariat for the Council of Ministers. More details in the following report.
Over a period of 4 days, the Kadi Film Festival showcased Omani cinematic creativity at the Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah in Al-Dakhiliya Governorate. The festival screened 25 Omani films that portrayed the Omani identity, heritage, originality, creativity, and artistic innovation. On the closing day, the event concluded with an award ceremony to recognize the winning films. The festival awards were named Al-Nasl, which is a part of the Omani Khanjar. At the awards ceremony, the Golden Nasl Award was presented for the film The Bangri, directed by Musa Al-Kindi. The Silver Nasl Award was awarded to the film Sunday, directed by Abdulaziz Al-Sayyid. The Bronze Nasl Award went to the film Breathless, directed by Isa Al-Subhi. Besides, 12 individual awards were presented to recognize excellence in various fields of cinematic creativity.
It was my pleasure to show people what we can do. I am proud of my team. I am proud of the audience. I didn't expect to get this prize. This is the start of a new industry that's launching in Oman. This is a message from us, our team, to produce, as a producer and directors of this film. We are saying to the directors, just show Omanis what we can do. Oman have a lot of resources. We can show people a lot from Oman, and we can do this even more in future.
The Kadi Film Festival showcased the creative talent and passion of Omani youth through stunning cinematic works. The event also provided a platform to encourage local filmmakers to produce more films for regional and international competitions. From Oman Across Ages Museum in the Wilaya of Manah, Salih bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya Governorate.
2024 Global Higher Education Exhibition, GEDEX, was opened this morning under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Kamil bin Fahd Al Saeed. More details in the following report.
The Global Higher Education Exhibition GEDEX 2024 commenced today at Oman Convention and Exhibition Center and will run for a period of 3 days. This event is the largest and longest running platform in Oman for local and international accredited universities, training institutes and private international and government schools.
ABM International Private School is honored to participate in GEDEX for this year. It is our pleasure to be part of the JEDEX exhibition. Our mission during the exhibition is to facilitate relationships, create bonds, and engage with the ecosystem, the educational ecosystem in Oman and beyond.
For over 2 decades, GIDEX have been providing an opportunity for universities, colleges, and academic institutes to interact, recruit, and connect with students, parents, officials, and other academic representatives from Oman.
We are very happy to be a part of this exhibition today that displays the business projects and ideas of students throughout the schools of Oman. We had a business idea called V-Pharma that links all the pharmacy systems under one system and allows the public to be able to display different information about medicine availability, prices, and nearby pharmacies.
We came up with V-Pharma due to the struggle of finding medicine. We were struggling to go from pharmacy to pharmacy searching for medicine. So we came up with V-Pharma that makes it easier and more simpler and efficient.
The event features include the Technical Education and Vocational Training Exhibition TrainX, EduX, Human Capital Development Expo, GIDEX talks, workshops, and many more activities.
We are very happy to be here with our product. We came out with solution that remove the rust, which is safe and natural. This is, of course, in line with Oman Vision 2040.
Our company has worked in a smart splint. We developed smart splint which it observe blood flow and temperature. Good thing about it is light and comfortable for patients.
Cirrhosis are one of the most harmful diseases to the humanity. But us, Blood Point, we have found a cure for that. We have designed a comprehensive hygienic analysis that can early diagnose cirrhosis by comparing it with thousands of data.
This event includes diverse academic programs, experts guidance, and interactive sessions. There are experts from the renowned institutions where one would have opportunity to explore different career pathways available. At the same time, one would be able to engage with educators and access resources for specific educational journey. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. His Highness the Emir of the State of Kuwait is to visit the Sultanate of Oman after tomorrow to discuss various matters of common interest and to attend the opening ceremony of Duqm Refinery and Petrochemicals Project. Construction work begins for the first phase of the Sultan Haytham City on an area of 6 million square meters. With an investment value exceeding 23 million Omani riyals, the opening of 3 factories in the free zone of Salalah is celebrated. And the Foreign Minister confirms that the Sultanate of Oman is following with a great concern the continued escalation in the region as a result of the Israeli war on Gaza Strip and believes the American attacks in Syria and Iraq complicate efforts to reach solutions. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.